Don't ask people stupid questions. Don't ask somebody who's losing weight if they're taking a weight loss drug. It's an insult, especially if they've been working really hard at getting their health in check and doing all the right things, only to be assumed that you're taking the easy way of taking this weight loss drug. No, I'm not taking a weight loss drug. I've spent the last 4 months exercising, completely changing my eating habits, eating whole foods, working on just all the things, the 10,000 steps, working out 3 times a week, seeing a trainer, going to the doctor, getting my blood test done, all to try to get myself in better health. And I've had a couple of people ask me if I was taking a weight loss drug, and it kind of cracks me up because why is it just an assumption these days that you are taking one? Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm not really sure how to handle it. And today I'm not handling it very well, mainly because of how hard I've been working. And I realized after the 3rd time that someone asked me that people are assuming that you're taking a weight loss drug if you lose more than 10 pounds. And when it becomes noticeable, it's just an assumption. And I'm telling you right now, I am not taking a weight loss drug. I did this naturally over the last 4 months. I've lost over 20 pounds, not quite to 25 pounds, but we're slowly creeping there. And no, all because I changed my lifestyle. I made those changes, and it was hard, and I've fasted during times when I needed to fast, and I ate when I needed to eat, and I'm learning a certain order of weight I eat. I have a grocery list that I've established that I'm posting on my Funky Not Frumpy Patreon page, along with some of my recipes. So next time someone says that, I'm gonna refer them to my page and let them maybe figure it out for themselves, that they can do it too if they stick to a healthy whole food diet, including exercise. Exercise will keep that muscle on you, and so that when you're losing all this weight, you're not losing your muscle, which we don't want to do as we age. Don't do it, it's terrible. Keep that muscle going, and lose the fat. That's the stuff that's hurting us and clogging our arteries and suffocating our internal organs. So I needed to just talk about that for a few minutes today, and I hope this helps, and I really hope that as I build my Patreon and my recipes, that I can start promoting better health. I have a really good grocery list going that I use myself every time I go to the store, so I don't forget the things that I want to have in my house as my staple food, so I can make all the things that I want to make. And if there's any kind of other special recipe, I'll go out and I'll search for those ingredients, all keeping in mind that I'm looking for things that are low in sugar and low in carbohydrates. Those are my key things. Always looking for things with a higher fiber content and a higher protein content. But the main source of fat is coming from your carbs and your sugars, okay? So if you can eliminate all those starchy foods that have higher carbs without that dietary fiber to kind of counteract those carbohydrates, that's what's packing it on, y'all. You can do all the things, but if you continue eating all this ultra processed food, the fat is just going to keep accumulating, and you're going to get so frustrated. As soon as you can break away and wean yourself off, and it is a process because there's a lot of temptation, a lot. But once you get on this track and you understand how your body reacts to certain foods, and you see the results, it's motivating enough that you won't want to choose those foods. And if you do, you'll do it in such moderation that your body won't even feel it. I had a baked potato this weekend, and with some barbecue steak, beef, and it was fantastic. Now they offered me cheese, butter, sour cream, and I chose one. I chose sour cream. I chose one of the fats. And in the past, I would have said loaded. But God, do you know how many fat, calories, and saturated fat that could have been? And I chose one, and it was a little dollop of sour cream and chives. So just by eliminating some of those things, I still got the flavor that I wanted. I ate the actual potato, so yes, it does have carbohydrates, but it also comes packed with some fiber, and we need that, and that's going to help to offset those carbs. I did it one time this week, and it was sort of, I wouldn't call it a cheat because I don't want to sabotage myself and you know, fat shame. I don't like that name. I don't know how to call it. But anyway, I don't want to say that I cheated, because I didn't cheat. I had something that I really wanted, and I had it in moderation, and I enjoyed it, and it was very intentional. And I am trying to tell people, in my family mostly, if you're going to have something, have it intentionally and not out of habit. And the habits are the hardest things to break. And I'm only doing this for the last 4 months, and like I said, I've lost over 20 pounds. And I think that's a very moderate amount of weight, and I think it's a very feasible amount of weight to lose and keep off, and not just this huge mass amount of weight, and then as soon as I go back to my eating, I'm gonna gain it all back. Well, first of all, this is a new way of eating for me. I don't plan to go back to any ways that I ate before. So these are sustainable ways that I can eat, and I can still have a lot of flavor. I'm learning as I go how to eat when I go out, and that hasn't really been that hard, honestly, other than like the amount of sodium that you would get when you go out to eat. And I definitely feel a lot more water retention after eating out. You know, I can have things when I go out, and just, you know, if I want a hamburger, I don't always eat the bread unless it's like the best bread in the world. But if it's just a standard bun, I just eat the burger with all the veggie good stuff. And if I can get it with sweet potato fries, I'll take a little handful of those and put them to the side, and I enjoy it, and it's very satiating. I get all the proteins from the meat, some veggies, and a little bit of sweet potato with fiber, and it's a good deal. But sodium, you don't have the control that you have at home, and buying anything as a raw food and adding your own amount of seasonings and salt. They will soak it down in a lot of salt because it tastes good that way, and it makes you want more. It also makes you more thirsty. It makes you more hungry, and that's what they're there to do. They're there to make more money on you. And you know, it just becomes a habit. They put the bread on the table, you eat the bread, and believe it or not, bread makes you hungry. You think it's going to fill you up? It's not, because you're going to get that carb spike, and within just a few minutes it's going to crash, and then you're going to be like hungry. So it actually makes you hungry. So yeah, this has been a big learning process for me, and I'm just trying to pass on a few things as I go through this journey. And today was just one of those big fat slaps in the face of, am I taking a weight loss drug? And you know all the ones I'm talking about. No, I'm not. Just changed my lifestyle. Got a little bit of a scare in me after my blood work, and it changed me for the better, and I'm doing it the good old-fashioned way, and I'm really happy for it. And I'm not going to take the weight loss drugs because I'm really satisfied at the rate of the weight that's coming off of me. And I know maybe there's other scenarios out there that I'm unaware of, that maybe that weight loss drug is, you know, the key between your life and death, and that's you. But I'm talking about for myself, and this is what's working for me, and I'm doing it, and I'm proud of it. And if I can help other people just by watching my channel, or if you go to my Patreon, you can become a member. I'm going to post my grocery list, and you will have access to that, and any additions that I make, I will post it there, so you can download that and have that as added ingredients as I come along them. But this has been my main staple for the last 4 months, and it's helped a lot. I feel so much lighter. I don't have the aches and pains that I had because I don't have the inflammation that I had from eating all these foods that are inflammatory type foods, and it's really helping me a lot. So I hope that you will become a member on my Patreon, at some point, and that can help you, and I'll continue to put more recipes out there, and it's Funky Not Frumpy Patreon. Just go on, look for that, and I'll start putting some recipes in my grocery list up, and hopefully you can help support the page and everything that I'm going through as I try to help support other people in their journey, and hopefully be a positive influence on them, because yeah, it's pretty cool. I really just want to help others, and I hope you'll all have a great day, and thanks for listening to me. Bye.